All right, fueling up. Got an empty trailer. We're getting ready to go pick up the donor vehicle for the Snap-on van. I'm just gonna leave it a surprise till you guys see it. So we're gonna go see it together. I haven't seen it either myself, just a few pictures. So it's gonna be cool. Like I said, fueling up and headed north towards Kokomo, I believe. I see it. It's over there. All right, here it is. I'm gonna show you guys the inside first, and then I'll show you guys the outside. We're on test drive right now. This thing seems to be shifting good, runs good. It's a little noisy. He cut the cat off, but oh yeah, this thing is sweet already. Seems to be doing all right. It's a 2016 with like 160 some thousand miles on it, I want to say. Story behind this van was it was a Amish transport van, and so down here, like it don't really make sense to me, but the Amish can't have vehicles, but they can hire someone to haul them. So the way I took it was this was an Amish transport van, and the driver they had hired was on drugs and sideswiped a telephone pole or tree. So yeah, so I get, and also they were still using this van with the windows knocked out of it, and it was just getting too noisy and too loud and too cold. So they retired the van, and then I put a post on Facebook that I was looking for a van, and a guy reached out to me and said, "Hey, I think I got the perfect fit for you." So this is it. It's a, like I said, it's a 2016. It's got a 6-liter LS motor, 4L80 transmission. It is the heavier duty van, so it's got the 3/4 ton axles, 8 lug, runs, drives. I mean, yeah, it'll be perfect. So plan is take all the sheet metal off the van. So the front fender, hood, and the other fender and the doors, I'll take all them off. So then whenever we go back here to the back, we'll take a Sawzall and cut the van here and here, take the back doors off, and then once I get, we'll cut it through the cab, probably we'll probably cut out the windshield and push the whole top of it off. So my plan is to have pretty much a running and driving go-kart when we're done. Only thing it'll be when we're done is the dash, the motor, tranny, of course, the frame rails, just a big running and driving go-kart. Nothing white will be left on here.
It's rolling backwards.
So here's the Snap-on van. It's been sitting in the driveway where I dropped it off at. I hate to scrap this thing, but it is really, really rough. So we're gonna attempt to make something out of it yet. But just to fill you guys in that haven't seen this thing or whatever, it's a 52 Dodge. Someone put it on a modern chassis of some sort, like a 70s chassis. This thing is rough. We cut the back section out of it already. Kind of got it braced up a little bit. The plan on this today is to brace it up and get it in the garage. So I got some metal, but I don't want to weld to these panels because that's just sheet metal, and whenever we fasten it on the other van's frame, we got to have some good metal. So unfortunately, I think what we're going to have to do is take everything you see white. There's a lot. Take everything that you see white out of it, so then we can get to the good metal to brace it up. And then once we get it braced up enough, I'm going to put it on scaffolding rollers as my plan and roll it into my garage. And then once it's in the garage, then we can fasten it, make some kind of legs on it to pick it up with the lift is the plan. So like I was saying, someone's cut the framework and floor out of it at one time. They put like a 70s chassis under it of some sort, because you can see the rocker panels there. That's stuff off the farm truck. But there's the wooden dash someone made, so that's fun. So yeah, I have my work cut out. I mean, you can see through it here. It's rough, guys. Like, really rough. Like it needs to be in the junkyard. Here's a hole in the roof. That's the inside panel. It's rough. You guys can see the doors are, the roof's separated here. I mean, that's separated a good 1.5 inches. The whole front of this truck is laying down now. So it needs to be in a junkyard. But I've never seen one. It says Snap-on the side. That's probably the only thing saving it for me. So let's get to it. Rip this whole inside out of this thing. This has me very concerned on why that's so far in like that, but I don't know. I'm hoping just keep bracing it up and it gets better. Like I said, you can't make it any worse. You're only doing it a favor, I feel like. But not to waste any more time, let's just cut it in half. I officially have a mess. I don't even really know what to say, because I just think I got a huge mess on my hands, is what I think. As you can see, the old donor car is underneath of it. It wasn't even fastened to it, so I don't know if it was, the guy thought it was a great idea and didn't follow through with it, but whoever you are, you need to put down the cutting tools. It's probably what some of you guys are saying about me though too right now. Whew. This is very intimidating. Yeah, I don't. Now I don't even know if it's worth messing with, but what do you do? Like, it probably isn't worth messing with, honestly. But I want to say 100% I can get it back together. Like, I know I can get it back together, but at what point is it too rough? You know what I mean? Man, I've been messing with today, getting it all tore apart and stuff like that, and it's getting worse by the minute. I hate that because I was really wanting to build this thing, but I think I'm just going to pull the plug on this project. The rafters are cracked in it. The stud walls on the inside are pretty much trash and warped and bent. This vane was set on a modern chassis, like a 70s chassis of some sort, 80s, I'm not sure, but it wasn't properly put on the chassis, so everything's moved, so it's like a big box of jello pretty much, and it's cracked the rafters, and the structure's not the best in the world. The outside skin's not really that good. I was trying to save it all, but at the end of the day I don't really have nothing to work with. The roof was separated. I cut it apart and moved the front end over here. I still had the intentions on fixing it, but the more and more I dig on it, the more and more I see, and I just hate to spend any more money on it. And like right now I'm losing money, but at the end of the day, if I build it, I'm going to lose a lot more money if I don't sell for a pretty good price. And I honestly just think it's too rough, and I'm just going to cut my losses on it at this point. I'll show you guys the other side. It's a shame. I mean, it's a cool truck and all, but I still got to buy glass. I still got to fix the roof. I got to put a roof on it. It's, when do you stop? Like, yes, could it be fixed? Yeah. I mean, depends on how much money. Like, here's a huge gap. I mean, okay, I'll just show you guys. Here's my whole lower half of my arm's in that hole. So that's an issue. Here's the side. This is looking down the side of it. That's how bad it's gone. Like, you can see daylight through there. Sides. Here's the back panel ripped off of it. Here it is separated. If I'm going to make a name for myself, I don't think, the more I dig on this, I don't think this is a good start. Like, I want to put out some cool rides and stuff like this, and this is a cool truck and all, but my name's going to be on it at the end of the day. And if I build a truck and it still looks, it's hard to make this thing look like anything, I'm just going to have to cut my loss. Like, I'm not going to put my name on something that I'm not confident in, and I want it to look good. So here's up on the roof. The roof's 100% separated. I mean, I bet you can pull the roof off of it. There's that panel. You can see through it over here. You see through it there. It's in the time I build this one, I could build a couple things. Honestly, it's just too far gone. So I'm calling it quit on this, unfortunately. But I gotta do what's best for me, and it's not worth me fixing. I hate that because I really had big intentions on building it, and you know, I told you guys that we were building it, and I did give it a shot. I tried, and it's just honestly too far gone. So this is it for the Snap-on truck. I'll cut it apart, sell the sides off of it, sell the front clip, sell what I can, just kind of save it a little bit. But I just don't feel confident in building it and then reselling it because my name's going to be on it, and I don't want to do shady work, I guess. So this is it. This is the end of the Snap-on truck, I guess, and we'll find us a better one eventually. Maybe not a Snap-on one, but maybe we can buy us like a Metro or something with a little bit better bones to start with, and brace it up and stuff, and put it on the van down there eventually. But this truck just wasn't braced up good enough to begin with, so it's a shame that it got that rough, but it did. What do you think?
That's sad. Haley even said, I felt so bad before we... So that... I'm like freaking out because I swear... Oh my gosh.
I was getting your reaction of this mess.
Okay, but I'm more worried about a centipede being on me because I cleaned that thing out. And I think it's on my shoe because I keep smelling it. Who's that?
I have no idea.
Hey! Come here!